Hi, I'm Leopoldine and welcome back to the Mindful Shift podcast. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so glad you are joining our tribe. This podcast is designed to empower you and help you create your best life. You know how you've been manifesting but think you don't see any signs or movement yet? I know you've been wondering if your SP is thinking about you or even missing you, or even if that money will end up in your bank account. Well, in this episode, I wanted to talk with you about signs I have come to notice upon my own journey that really suggest that things are happening behind the scene, that there is movement and signs even though you don't have yet your manifestation. And this isn't about common signs or even spiritual signs like butterflies or angels numbers. No, it's not about those. It is more about movement outside of you and inside of you. So let's straight up dive in. There is usually two first signs that your subconscious mind can give you when you are manifesting something you desire. It is like your subconscious mind saying, I got this. It's going to be pushed out. I'm working for you behind the scene right now. I understand what you want. We receive the message there. And this first sign is usually you will start to notice people getting what you want around you. So for example, if you're aiming for your dream job, you might start to see friends or acquaintances landing great positions or even their own dream job, or even people on social media starting to talk about it just everywhere around you. So for example, if you're wanting to travel more and this is your manifestations, then you might have people talking to you about traveling more, that they have reserved a ticket to go somewhere, or they have soon vacations, or they are organizing this nice trip, or even you will receive a mail or a postcard about some friend that went on an amazing trip. It's actually signs and movements that what you want is about to be pushed out into your reality. And isn't that amazing? Because when you are manifesting anything you desire, one of the most common signs that we usually pushed away, saying it's not fair or why it's not me, is that we see other people getting what we want or already having what we want. It's other people around us literally hinting, reflecting our own desire and new mindsets. And for example, if it's about an SP, then maybe you will receive a phone call or text message from someone you didn't heard in a long time. Suddenly they reach out and they give you the type of communication or attention you want from your SP. Or you might even meet someone new that is even exactly looking like your SP or acting like you want your SP to act towards you. Everything you're looking for in your specific person, that person will be and acting like it. Well, this is movements. This is your subconscious telling you, I got this. It's about to be pushed out. Persist. Even if it's not from the person you desire yet, it's your subconscious giving you proof in your reality that it's incoming, that you just need to persist and it's about to be pushed out any minute now. And I know it's easy to feel frustrated and start thinking, okay, this is nice, but this is not what I want. This is not my manifestation right now. When it's going to happen? But really, I advise you and I will recommend you to look at this in a very different way. Consider those signs and movements as if your subconscious mind is telling you, I got this. It's incoming any minute now. I'm working on this. It's about to be pushed out any minute now. Continue. It's just proof I send you to say it's working. Because when you see those type of signs, whether it's someone else having what you want or someone literally reflecting back to you or showing you a certain type of behavior or else that you are manifesting, it's starting to prove you that what you do is right. All you need to do is persist. Your mind is proving to you that what you do is working and it's about to be pushed out entirely. Even if right now it doesn't look exactly like what you want, that's fine. Continue. It will be. Keep doing your technique and stay in that state of mind. That's all you need to do. And really pay attention to those small little shifts in your life. Even like you feeling more excited about any opportunities or some little detail that change around you, whether from other people or from circumstances in general, because that just means you are getting closer to what you want, that it's about to be pushed out any minute now, that your subconscious mind is starting to be convinced of of what you tell yourself, your new mindset, and that you start to stay more and more in that new state of mind. And isn't it that amazing and cool, right? In one of his books, Neville actually mentioned that signs or movements shows up after you have established your new assumptions. Signs and movements don't come first. They come after you stay in that state of mind. Because signs and movements are just that. They are reflection of your new mindset. It acts like a mirror, proving to you that what you are doing is right and what you want is about to be pushed out. It's just a reflection of what is happening inside of us, dominantly. So whatever you tell yourself, if you tell yourself something is true and it's about to happen, no matter what you desire, those signs, those movements will naturally shows up to prove you're right. And even if it don't, it's possible you don't have any signs or any movement showing up. That's not like a requirement. You could have also just your manifestation suddenly being pushed out. And I mean, who wouldn't want that rather than sign of movements, right? It's even better. You just get your manifestation right away. I just want to add that any sign of movement I'm talking about today, those are not requirements. You don't need to experience those to have what you want and to manifest what you want. These are just signs and movements I noticed happened for me. So if you don't experience those, don't fret, don't worry, that's fine. You could just have your manifestation right away. But those signs and movements are literally your reality, your subconscious mind, proving you are right. Like your subconscious, God, the universe, giving you little nudges to confirm you that no matter what you are doing, it's working and you got this. You're on the right track. Please continue and persist. And it's also a reminder, no matter what happened in the 3D reality, in our current reality right now, no matter what we are seeing there, no matter the movement that is happening, we need to keep our thoughts in check, align with what we want being already ours, and literally trust our inner sense of reality, aka or 4D or imagination, what's happening inside our head, mostly and dominantly, our new state of mind that we choose again and again and again. Even if in our current reality, nothing is happening right now, it doesn't freaking matter. Please stop thinking your current 3D reality matter that much. It's not. It's just old past thoughts. That's all it is. And you know, sometimes when you fully embrace a certain state of mind, a certain thought dominance in your mind, you do start seeing things around you that reflects that. No matter what it is, even a negative thing, you start seeing exactly the reflection of your dominant state of mind almost everywhere around you to prove you are right no matter what you choose. And usually that means you stick stubbornly to that thought pattern enough for your subconscious to prove you're right. Because it's a choice you make again and again and again until it shows up into your reality. And for instance, you could say to yourself something like, I've got an amazing job that I love. And that's a straightforward way to affirm, right? But you could also affirm something about your self-concept if you want to. Like I said before, it's not a requirement, but you could. Like address some old belief you have and shift them. I'm really good at what I do, and my skills are always valuable, or I always manifest and have opportunities that fit me perfectly, or even I always have the best opportunities no matter what. And really, it's all about syncing your thoughts with what you want being already yours. That's all you have to do. And when you start to genuinely think that what you want is yours, that for example, you are the kind of person that always finds success, that is always successful, or even that you anyway always bring something special to the table, no matter if it's for a job or for an SP, and you do think like that, you're in that state of mind when suddenly you have some doubts coming up or opposite thoughts. That new way of thinking, interrupting your doubts and opposite thoughts, is most than definitely a sign that what you want is about to be pushed out. Because our mindset, our main state of mind that we come back to easily again and again, is definitely a proof that it will shape our experiences. It's our dominant thoughts. It's the state of mind we come back to the most naturally to that manifest and create the experiences we have in our life. So if you naturally correct yourself before even finishing that sentence in your mind that is negative or about doubts, and you say, why? No, of course not. I'm amazing. Did you see me? I'm always successful. Then guess what? It's a huge sign that your state of mind, your mindset shifted already. Sometimes a good way way to know if your specific person is changing their mind, their feelings toward you. In fact, if you are changing realities where your specific person is another version of themselves. Well, it comes actually from a shift about how we see ourselves, but also our connection, our relationship with them. Usually when we start to feel better about how we are according to that specific relationship or to them, and even what we bring to the table, because even if you don't affirm for your self-concept, at least directly to that person and to this specific relationship, it will change. It will affect how you see yourself, how you see your relationship to them in the best way for you to get your manifestation. Because most of the time, regarding that specific manifestation, our dominant thoughts and assumptions will change around that topic. And we will start to dismiss those thoughts, those doubts, those negative thoughts way more and more and more easily. And that's exactly why I said you don't need to specifically affirm for your self-concept, even if you're manifesting an SP or whatever you are manifesting. Doesn't matter, your self-concept anyway, if it needs to, will change, at least for this specific person, this specific relationship, this specific manifestation. Because that includes you have what you want, so obviously if it needs to, it will change too. About that, sometimes when it starts to feel different about ourselves, when we notice that shift in our mindset about our own self-concept, it really is about our manifestation, our desire that is pushed out any minute now. One movement, one sign you can notice is how your view of yourself toward that desire is shifting, changing already. And you start recognizing you deserve it. You're worth what you desire. It's already yours because anyway, why wouldn't it? You tell yourself, why wouldn't it? Of course it's mine. And you don't find any reason for it not to be, because it doesn't make sense to you anymore. And you do that, you have that thought pattern, instead of thinking, how can I get that job? Or what do I need to do to impress my SP? And instead, you start thinking thoughts like, why wouldn't they want to hire me? Why wouldn't they want to date me? You start to feel, but mostly think, you start to see yourself as someone that has a lot to offer, that it's already in the bag for you, no matter what you desire, that no matter what is happening is in your favor. You got this. It's already yours. Because you think it's yours, so why wouldn't it? And honestly, when that movement, that sign happen, it's so amazingly freeing, liberating, And speaking of liberation, it doesn't happen to every desire or to everyone. And if you don't see this movement or sign, again, like any of those I mentioned, it's not a requirement, please. But speaking of liberating yourself, there is one sign, and it's detachment. Because when you start to detach from your desire, that means you are just fulfilling yourself, your own needs, your own emotional needs, and needs in general, in your mind, with what you are thinking, and not constantly waiting for something happening in the 3D, in your current reality. You're not constantly relying on external movements outside of you, because you are good inside yourself about your desire, and you chunk more inside yourself of your own thoughts. You're not relying on your 3D reality, your current reality right now, to bring you happiness, joy, or even peace of mind. But of course, that doesn't mean when you start to detach that you won't appreciate the love, the attention of your SP, for example, or anyone around you, or that you won't be excited or joyful when you get that manifestation coming, or just when things happen in your favor. It will be just natural for you. It will be like, yeah, of course it's happening. Why wouldn't it? It's my mindset, so I created it. Of course, detachment is not about feeling numb or nothing at all. It's more about a neutral place about what you want. If you come to that, and it can happen, it's a sign and it's a movement that what you want is about to be pushed out. Because your 3D reality doesn't have to define everything that you feel or the way you think. You need to change first the way you think to see your 3D reality change anyway. Remember, it's all start from within, first. The change, the shift, the movement you see coming first is usually within yourself, in the way you think, in the way you feel about your desire. Usually things first, and then you will feel something, even if it's like neutral detachment, before you see any other sign outside of you or even your manifestation being pushed out. And you can enjoy your life, you can enjoy your manifestation coming, you can enjoy your SP conforming, but you probably won't like cling to those movements or to that manifestation, because for you it's natural, and of course it will happen. And you don't need like external approval, because you just need yourself validating yourself. You could not think about your SP or your desire, any manifestation, as much as you did at first. And there could be even days or hours where you don't think about your desire at all, outside your manifestation practice, of course, but you will maybe even grow bored of your manifestation practice, though I advise you to still continue no matter what and discipline yourself to do so. You could feel really growing bored of your technique, and the new thoughts you practiced will feel like so natural, it's like a second nature for you now. All of this could be a part of detachment as a sign in movement, that what you want, what you desire is about to be pushed out into your reality any minute now, if not right now. It just means your mindset, your state of mind shifted, and you're in that state of mind where you already have what you want. So just embrace those type of thoughts, embrace the neutral, more detached feeling if need to. If you think it's yours, it's already yours, because you think so, and that's it. And you know, sometimes how often we look outside ourselves for sign, movement constantly, which usually make us waver constantly too, instead of checking inside ourselves and our own thoughts first and foremost, because all we are looking for outside of us in our current 3D reality is like attention and approval that it's going to happen. But what we need to keep in check is literally those new thoughts and our new mindset. And when you start to stick and find fulfillment in your own thoughts process, disciplining yourself to do so, it really frees you from that need. No, it doesn't mean that what you are experiencing, what you will experience, doesn't mean anything special to you, or even that you don't want what you desire anymore. It just allows you to enjoy whatever is happening currently in your 3D reality without being obsessed about movement outside of you all the time. And you can be obsessed with what you desire. It's okay, but keep in check inside your own head and thoughts, no matter what. Because fulfilling yourself is all about realizing that what you want, what you seek, is already inside of you. You are the creator. So it starts within your imagination, it starts within your 4D, your mind. It's all start in there. And your reality is only proof, or you hold dominant patterns of thoughts and beliefs. That's all it is. Again, and anyway, you wouldn't have that desire if you couldn't have it. You are made to have whatever you desire. You are made to have what you want, because it's part of your nature. It's part of who you are to create. You always did, and you always will be, no matter what you choose to think. So whatever you desire is just waiting for you to claim it inside of yourself first, without wavering constantly. And of course, being detached, seeking your own fulfillment inside your thought, doesn't mean you have to shut out people. Doesn't mean you have to cut yourself from your current reality. It doesn't mean that at all. But instead, it puts you in a place of power. When you put yourself on a pedestal instead of your own desire, put it down, no matter what it is, a person or anything you desire. Remove them, remove your desire from that pedestal. You put yourself instead, because you are filling your own cup yourself. You are chasing and validating yourself first within your own thoughts. And that's empowering you. It's like taking back your own power, because you know you are the creator. You are in charge. You're the boss here. And acknowledging so, you don't need anyone else or anything else to decide or validate it for you outside of you. And this new state of mind, this new acknowledgement, is literally what keeps you more stable and balanced, and prevents you also from wavering constantly, and could help you approach life from a place where you already have what you want, because you always get what you want. Everything is always working out in your favor, no matter what. Rather than you starting thinking from lack and not getting what you want, accepting your reality as it is. Remember, you are the creator of your own reality. Just start thinking thoughts align with what you want being yours. Stay there, no matter what. Correct yourself if if you need to, be disciplined about it. And everything else will start to fall into place to prove you're right, no matter what. When you start really be aligned with what you want being yours, thinking thoughts align and according to that, you start to feeling better even. Like it's even so obvious it's already yours anyway. And that is also a huge sign and movement that whatever you desire is about to be pushed out in your 3D reality. No matter what's going on around you right now, in your mind, you are already living as if your desires is already yours. Right now or any minute now. And seriously, you know that nothing and no one can get in the way of what you want just because you think so. Because it's in the bag and you know it. It's yours, it's done. It's a done deal. And when you start to feel that confidence and certainty inside of you, even if you don't believe in what you want being yours just yet, that's different from knowing and thinking according to what you want. It really means you tapped into that state of mind when you already have what you want and it's happening any minute now. And even if you don't see things changing right away, there is always movement. Everything is happening behind the scenes the minute you start to think differently to prove you're right. Just because you can't see proof yet in your 3D reality doesn't mean it's not coming together behind the scenes. So just keep going. Persist. And anyway, I bet you would rather like having your manifestation right away without movements than just having signs and movements for a while, right? So sometimes you could have little signs and movements in your day-to-day life. Like for example, you are manifesting right now that you are more confident. You just might start to see people around you reflecting exactly that, as if to say, I notice a change in you, or them being more confident in general around you. Literally other people around you might just reflect that new state of mind. But you could also notice that in the way you dress, in the way you feel about yourself, or even behave in general. Because once you start to shift your perceptions and you align your thoughts with what you want, your reality and others, people around you, start reflecting that new state of mind. It will change the way others treat you and even perceive you. Because other people, like your reality in general, is just a mirror. They are you pushed out. So keep also an eye on how you feel day to day, because that is also usually one of the first movements and signs. Feelings are just manifestation of your current and main dominant thoughts. Those are really a good indicator of what you were thinking previously. But if you notice those changes in your mood or even the main train of your thoughts you have towards yourself or even your reality when it's happening currently, it's a movement that what you want is about to be pushed out. And I think this podcast episode is really a good thing about you realizing you need to trust yourself more and also validate your own self, choosing whatever is happening around you and inside of you as being in your favor. Stop seeing it as being against you or opposite of what you want. Start validating it and seeing as being in your favor. Start seeing things around you changing for you and for what you want. That is just part of the process to bring you your manifestation. So you will start also to acknowledge more your own power of creation and placing yourself in charge and in a position of power, taking back your power, literally. And what I shared with you today is just a small part of signs and movements that can happen when you are manifesting. And like I said, you might not see any of those, but that doesn't mean you won't get what you want or it's not working. You don't need to experience or see those signs to manifest whatever you want. Or you might even see other type of signs. And I'm curious. I would like to know if you have other signs or if you experience one of those when you are manifesting what you desire. So please feel free to drop your experience and your own signs and movement in the comment below. That's it for this video. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Remember, it's not the end until you get what you want. I see you in the next video. Have an amazing week. Bye!